Welcome to Inside the UAE, a special focus on Abu Dhabi. This is Abu Dhabi, the driving force behind the booming United Arab Emirates, the Middle East's second wealthiest country and the fourth richest nation in the world. Abu Dhabi has a diversified economy, a business-friendly government, and a safe, cosmopolitan lifestyle. No wonder investors from all over the world are doing business here. The United Arab Emirates was created 34 years ago under the strong leadership of His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates and ruler of Abu Dhabi, and Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Commander of the Armed Forces. The UAE includes 7 emirates: Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, Al Quwain, Ras Al Khaimah, and Fujairah.
Abu Dhabi and the UAE generally is quite distinct from the rest of the region. I think what's important to remember for American businesses or American citizens who want to travel to this part of the world, that no two countries are exactly alike. And I think we often make the mistake back home of just kind of assuming that, one size fits all, that, this area it all looks the same or works the same. This is a very open and tolerant society. It's a very multicultural society. I think American community members here feel not only safe and stable, they feel they can work, they can go out as they wish, their children go out and do everything they do back home. So I think the UAE is very distinct in that. And I think that really goes back to the philosophy of how this country was founded. It's a federation. There's a lot of consensus in the way it's run, and I think its leadership has made it very clear that it will remain a very open and tolerant society.
Today, Abu Dhabi, the UAE's official capital and economic leader, has become one of the world's most politically and economically stable countries, and it offers unrivaled business and investment opportunities.
The inauguration of higher corporation for specialized economic zones is a major decisive step forward in Abu Dhabi. You may quote chapter and verse from HCSEZ legislation aims to providing integrated infrastructure, environment, professional and distinctive services by establishing and managing the specialized zone in the capital to make it a distinguished destination for local and international investments.
The UAE has some 98 billion barrels of oil reserves, which is around 10% of the world's total oil supplies. Most of these are concentrated in Abu Dhabi, which accounts for 85% of the UAE's gross domestic product.
Before the discovery of the oil, Abu Dhabi was more or less sand dunes and little houses around the ruler palace, and that was it at that time. But after the discovery of the oil and with the vision of our leader Sheikh Zayed, I think he managed to invest oil into developing a modern Abu Dhabi and infrastructure like good roads and good houses for the local. At the same time, he developed the health, and we have a good health care right now, and also he managed to offer education free for our local people, and through this I think right now we are proud to say that we have UAE national who are running the major institutions in Abu Dhabi. Also, the surplus of money coming from the oil usually is reinvested in some financial tools, which are also bringing additional income to the country, which I think in the future will be growing, and the dependent on the income of oil will be less important as it is right now.
Thanks to careful management of oil revenues ever since oil was discovered in the area in 1962, Abu Dhabi is not only one of the world's wealthiest countries, but also has one of the highest standards of living on the planet. With no unemployment, virtually no crime, exceptional social services and infrastructure, a sophisticated international lifestyle, and everything investors need to create a successful business. In addition, for the past 2 decades, the government has been diversifying the economy away from oil and gas, and now Abu Dhabi offers outstanding investment opportunities in a range of sectors.
Investors would look for, first of all, transparency, good justice system, because the wealth is in the people and in the institutions you have, not you have oil or you don't have oil. We've seen many countries without any natural resources done very well, attracted many foreign investors because they have managed to establish law, transparency, justice, equal opportunity, freedom of movement, and no restriction whether movement of people or capital, and fair competition. And here we have also add to that, there's no taxes. The location of Abu Dhabi, it is also important. It is a bridge between the East and the West.
Abu Dhabi has been achieving soaring growth rates this year, further enhancing its role as a thriving international trade and business hub. It has strong links to markets in Asia, Africa, and Europe, as well as free access to the markets of all the Gulf Cooperation Committee countries. The United States and Abu Dhabi have long enjoyed a productive relationship in the oil, gas, and defense sectors, and are now building stronger ties in other areas as well. In March 2004, the United States and Abu Dhabi signed a trade and investment framework agreement that will make doing business in Abu Dhabi even more advantageous for American investors.
The Trade and Investment Framework Agreement doesn't sound like a whole lot when you read the text, because it just says that the two countries agree to talk about economic and trade policies. But in reality, it's very important because it really is the first time you have a formal structure between two countries to discuss trade policy issues and economic and commercial issues. It's also the first step towards a free trade agreement. And for us, this was important because, as you know, President Bush announced an initiative over a year ago now called the Middle East Free Trade Area. And under this initiative, we're working very hard to bring on as many bilateral FTA agreements with countries in this part of the world, in the Arab world, as is possible. And I think the UAE was one of the first countries in the Gulf to ask for a free trade agreement. So they're very interested, and they are a very significant economy for us. And so I think the TIFA is the first step to an FTA.
Abu Dhabi is one of the world's most cosmopolitan capitals, home to more than 130 nationalities that benefit from the country's exceptional, safe, open business environment and superior services.
أعتقد أن في عوامل عديدة اللي تركز عليها وتقوم عليها سياسة دولة الإمارات، ومن أهم هذه العوامل اللي هي العدالة الاجتماعية. أعتقد أن فيها احترام جدا كبير للقانون وللنظام، وهناك فيه فروقات أو بمعنى صلاحيات محددة للسلطة التنفيذية والتشريعية، عفوا التشريعية والقضائية والتنفيذية. هذه سلطات مستقلة، كل واحدة قائمة بذاتها، في احترام للإنسان بشكل خاص. هذه أحد العوامل الرئيسية أعتقد لنجاح دولة الإمارات، وأعتقد أن الجانب السياسي لدولة الإمارات جدا مهم. نعتقد أنه يعني جانب محايد إلى الحق أو إلى الوسطية، هو يعني أقرب للوسطية. وأعتقد أن الجانب الاقتصادي كذلك من أهم هذه المقومات لهذا البلد، على أن في اقتصاد مفتوح جدا، يمكن أنه متطور يتعامل يعني مع آخر ما توصل إليه الاقتصاديين أو الفنيين أو يمكن اللي يعملون في القطاع الخاص أو التكنولوجي. شكرا.
Coming up next, enhancing Abu Dhabi's economy. For more information, visit www.us-television.tv.
At Tabreed, we are the UAE's leading provider of creative, environmentally friendly cooling solutions. We operate 13 plants in Abu Dhabi providing chilled water for cooling purposes, using half of the energy required in conventional systems. With the formation of Tabreed International, we hope to go global. If you are interested in investing in one of the UAE's most exciting companies, contact us. Tabreed, the best company to invest in, buy from, and work for.
At the Abu Dhabi Investment Company, we have been providing investment and corporate finance advisory services since 1977. Our dealing room trades up to $2 billion a day, and we work with clients around the world. Our broad range of investment services is ideal for regional and international customers. If you are considering operations in Abu Dhabi, especially manufacturing for export, talk to us. The Abu Dhabi Investment Company, your credible, trustworthy local partner.
At IPIC, the International Petroleum Investment Company, we invest in the hydrocarbons sector outside of Abu Dhabi. We have major investments in Korea, Austria, Spain, Scandinavia, Pakistan, and Egypt, and actively seek new opportunities to expand our portfolio.
For more information, visit www.us-television.tv. One of Abu Dhabi's key attractions is its exceptional infrastructure. For companies trading here, Abu Dhabi is the ideal gateway to some of the world's fastest-growing markets, and the government's goal to promote economic diversification is creating even more investment opportunities. Abu Dhabi is definitely business-friendly. There are no taxes on businesses, branches of foreign companies or individuals, and many customs exemptions are available as well. The Emirate also offers free movement of capital, low business costs, an extensive pool of highly educated and motivated professionals, and much, much more.
There is so many opportunities, especially with the development of the industrial zone in Abu Dhabi, I think, which will see the light, I think, in 12-month time. I think there will be lots of attraction for new investment into Abu Dhabi, focusing for industry which could be serving the countries near to us, like India, like Pakistan, which very much import lots of their goods from outside. Therefore, Abu Dhabi will be through their industrial zone, which will be developed in the next 12 months, I think, will be the hub for such investment, industrial investment, to meet the demand in the country and also in the neighboring region.
Abu Dhabi's industrial zones streamline the process of setting up a business here, and foreign investors have been quick to spot the advantages. The industrial city of Abu Dhabi, for example, has already attracted more than $1.5 billion in investments to date, and the Emirate plans even more industrial zones aimed at bringing in some $10 billion in investments over the next few years. Abu Dhabi was quick to spot the advantages of partnerships between the public and private sectors. And over the past 3 years alone, the Emirate has saved billions of dollars and boosted productivity by 30%, thanks to its projects with private investors in the power and water industries. Today, the government is opening up new opportunities in sectors like healthcare and educational and training services, among others, and is seeking out American companies ready to share technology and know-how. It's a win-win situation.
There are a number of opportunities. There are a lot of companies, local established companies, for example, in the oil sector, that are looking for partners to manufacture, to provide services, not only for the UAE, but also for the region. And with the fact that there is so much infrastructure available for these investments, this could be a platform for US companies to look at opportunities of joining hands with local companies and exporting to the GCC, where there are no barriers due to the GCC trade agreements, and so therefore manufacturers in the UAE can export to Saudi Arabia, they can export to Kuwait, and I think in 2005 they are able also to export to Arab countries, because there is also Arab free trade agreement. So we are lucky, we have so much infrastructure, so much potential. We have the longest experience in this, and I think many of the manufacturers or traders will have an opportunity to, spring off from this area to other areas around.
One of the reasons Abu Dhabi has achieved such impressive growth rates is its world-class financial sector. The government has consistently channeled public resources into programs that ensure long-term prosperity, and the regulatory environment has encouraged competition and a strong presence among foreign companies. Abu Dhabi's coherent monetary, fiscal, and foreign exchange policies have given the emirate enviable macroeconomic stability.
Abu Dhabi clearly has developed financial services and investments at an international level and is one of the major regional financial centers around the world. We also tie very well into the major international markets like New York, and our people here are able to work very well with more sophisticated people and understand products and these areas of the financial services as well as anybody, any place. So it's very well developed. I think what we see is that there's a lot of liquidity in the local capital markets. There's a lot of opportunities here with the development that's going on. And there's world standard capabilities here in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi's banking sector now includes more than 50 domestic and foreign banks. The stock exchange is attracting strong investor interest, and new products and services are being developed that will strengthen the financial sector still further. Coming up next, Getting Connected. For more information, visit www.us-television.tv.
Located in the heart of Abu Dhabi, this uniquely designed 31-story hotel enjoys a prime position on the prestigious Corniche. With easy access to the business and commercial districts, it is only 25 kilometers from Abu Dhabi International Airport. The newly refurbished hotel boasts a total of 264 luxuriously appointed large rooms, including the Royal Club and Suites, all with stunning views of the Arabian Gulf. To add to guests' convenience, indoor and outdoor swimming pool and modern health club are available. For private and business functions, the hotel has a variety of conference and banqueting space, a choice of 10 food and beverage outlets, including the luxurious Shuja yacht and the famous Al Fanar rooftop revolving restaurant. The Royal Meridian Abu Dhabi, a commitment to excellence. At Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank, ADCB, we have been providing top-quality financial services since 1985. If you are thinking of entering the dynamic UAE market, contact our highly trained consultants. We offer project financing, investment advice, latest IT support, basically all the financial services you need to start a business here. And we can help you set up operations in the UAE's investor-friendly industrial zones. For your banking needs in the UAE, contact ADCB. At IPIC, the International Petroleum Investment Company, we invest in the hydrocarbon sector outside of Abu Dhabi. We have major investments in Korea, Austria, Spain, Scandinavia, Pakistan, and Egypt, and actively seek new opportunities to expand our portfolio.
For more information, visit www.us-television.tv. Abu Dhabi boasts one of Arab world's most wired economies, thanks to a telecommunications infrastructure that is one of the most advanced in the region.
We have realized that the technology is the future. The technology is not only useful for education, but technology for the first time has empowered the individual to be able to cross borders, to cross boundaries, to be free of any government restrictions or any inhibition. The individual now has as much power as any state.
Demand for internet and mobile services has been growing rapidly in Abu Dhabi for some time, and more recently, demand for cable and satellite services has been increasing at an exponential rate as well, particularly among Abu Dhabi's many foreign residents. In April this year, the government decided to open up its telecommunications market to foreign competition as part of its program to liberalize the economy in line with the World Trade Organization criteria. This opening up of the telecom market reflects the government's commitment to economic diversification and will mean great opportunities for investors, who will find Abu Dhabi one of the most promising telecom markets in the world. Tourism is another sector with excellent growth potential. Abu Dhabi has stunning landscapes, from desert to beaches, as well as varied entertainment options and some of the world's finest resort and business facilities. Visitors can haggle for handicrafts in traditional souks or shop for boutique fashions in air-conditioned malls. They can dine in luxurious surroundings or go on camel safaris in the desert to sample traditional Bedouin hospitality. Visit the splendid gardens of Al Ain or dance the night away in a sophisticated nightclub. And for investors, Abu Dhabi offers its excellent infrastructure as well as the right kind of human resources to make any tourism venture a success. With 2 international airports, an extremely safe environment, and superlative facilities, Abu Dhabi is set to become a top destination for business and leisure travelers.
To have Al Ain as a heritage hub for the whole region, we started we signed an agreement with the UNESCO to draft a strategy, to come up with a strategy for the development of Al Ain as a heritage center. I think we have a great potential to attract tourism for Al Ain as an authentic Arabian area.
The oasis of Al Ain is a premier tourism destination thanks to the vision of Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates and ruler of Abu Dhabi. Al Ain is now one of Arab world's greenest cities, filled with gardens, fountains, tree-lined boulevards, and buildings kept to a human scale with no high-rises to mar the view. Abu Dhabi is open to establishing partnerships with private investors to help it achieve its ambitious goals for the tourism sector in Al Ain and elsewhere.
The challenge is as much for Abu Dhabi and its national players and stakeholders to successfully navigate the transformative course as for the international investors to participate with their technology, know-how, and global linkage, which Abu Dhabi need in strategic alliances and partnerships. So we need two hands to clap. Now, while the government companies are being privatized, foreign investors could still see the merit of joint venture.
For more information, visit www.us-television.tv.
nice when you fly with Etihad Airways because we've taken care of the little things. You'll find we offer relaxed comfort, fine food and genuine service. Fly Etihad Airways, the national airline of the United Arab Emirates, and see how we shine.
At IPIC, the International Petroleum Investment Company, we invest in the hydrocarbons sector outside of Abu Dhabi. We have major investments in Korea, Austria, Spain, Scandinavia, Pakistan, and Egypt, and actively seek new opportunities to expand our portfolio.
For more information, visit www.us-television.tv. Now is the time for foreign investors to take a closer look at Abu Dhabi. New opportunities are opening up every day in one of the world's most high-potential, business-friendly, and progressive countries.
This is a place that is hospitable to Americans, first of all, American businesses as well. It's a wonderful place to visit in terms of also tourism. They have great facilities, great resorts. And I think if you're looking for business partners, the one piece of advice I would have is do your homework, know what you're getting into, talk to the commercial service of any embassy whenever you go to do business in a foreign country. And the most important of all, be willing to devote the time to make the personal contacts, because you can't do it via email and fax. This is a place where you really need to see people eye to eye, face to face, and spend some face time together. So that would be my advice.
Thank you for watching Inside the UAE, a special focus on Abu Dhabi. We hope this program has given you a new perspective on dynamic Abu Dhabi, and you are inspired to visit Abu Dhabi and see for yourself everything that it has to offer.